Hello everybody, what is up? Today we're doing something a little bit different. We are on an adventure and I haven't filmed me driving before, although I always wanted to because I haven't driven all that often here in Germany. As you can tell, I'm a little bit sick, so I thought, what better idea than to go out in the great outdoors. And there is something that I have really wanted to do for a very long time, so I gained the confidence, got in the car and drove my little kitties to, where are we, Max? Märchenwald!
No.
What?
No. Fairy tale.
We are in a fairy tale forest. I'm really excited. Are you excited?
Yes!
Yeah, let's go! Hey there, and welcome back to the Life in Germany channel with kids attached. I am really excited to share this video with you because it's the first time I took my kiddos on an adventure, and there's something magical about fairy tales around the holiday season. And living in Germany, this is like really where the fairy tales come to life. Perhaps it's all the fairy tale forests or all the fairy tale Christmas markets that you can find around Germany during the holiday season, but I'm in a mood and I couldn't wait to take you guys and my kiddos to a fairy tale forest for the first time ever. So let's go on a little adventure together as we look back on all the different Brothers Grimm fairy tales and their original stories here in Germany. We all know that Germany is rather famous for their Grimm, quite literally, fairy tales, thanks to the Brothers Grimm. You know that Cinderella's stepsisters actually, in the original version, cut off their toes in order to try to get their feet to fit into a glass slipper? And then at the end of the book, the fairy godmother actually punishes them by having pigeons pick their eyes out. Or how about Snow White eating that poisonous apple? Well, in the original, the queen actually plans on eating all of Snow White's internal organs and her liver. By feeding her this poisonous apple, she also takes 2 other attempts to try to get Snow White to pass out in order to get her organs so that she can cook them with a little bit of salt and eat them. Or of course, you've got other classics that really haven't changed. How about Hansel and Gretel, where they get lured into this delicious looking candy house and the witch has every intention to pop them in an oven, cook them, and eat them? Or Rapunzel being locked in this massive tower with no stairs and no door where only her hair can save her. Of course, you've got the brave Little Red Riding Hood who goes to visit her grandmother and is somehow tricked into thinking the wolf is her grandmother. Don't ask me how, but the hunter manages to save them by slitting open the wolf's stomach and pulling the grandmother and Little Red Riding Hood out of his stomach. The list goes on and on. The Grimm brothers were quite the German scholars, and might I add, quite creative as well. He actually took all of these stories from old wives' tales, so stories that women or mothers were telling out of boredom to their children. Actually, a lot of the Disney fairy tales you see today were in no ways intended for a children's audience. If you're into this kind of stuff, I would highly recommend checking out the Calvin and Habs YouTube channel. They create some hilarious shorts where they share different German fairy tales or stories or songs and show you what it literally means in the English language. Let's take a look at a couple, shall we?
Großpapa, can you sing me to sleep?
Ja. Mein Käfer flieg, dein Vater ist im Krieg, deine Mutter ist im Pommerland, Pommerland ist abgebrannt, mein Käfer flieg. Good night.
How amazing is that? I think they do a fabulous job at this, and they have so many of them. You have to go check it out. But before I send you off of this page, I wanted to show you one more that they did that I absolutely loved.
Großpapa, I'm almost afraid to ask, but could you sing me another song? Maybe one without death and suffering?
Ja. Fuchs, du hast die Gans gestohlen, gib sie wieder her. Gib sie wieder her. sonst wird dich der Jäger holen mit dem Schießgewehr. Sonst wird dich der Jäger holen mit dem Schießgewehr. Seine große, lange Flinte schießt auf dich das Schrot. Schießt auf dich das Schrot. Das sich färbt die rote Tinte und dann bist du tot. Thank you, good night.
This is like one of my son's favorite songs. These guys are hilarious. I will link them down below, give them some credit for these videos, but go check out all the rest of them. This is hilarious, and these guys absolutely deserve a good follow. You think it was scary? It was a little scary. Yeah, ha ha ha, he said, right? So apparently for a 4-year-old, it's a little bit too spooky here. We just passed the Rumpelstiltskin one, and it's like this creepy old statue going. So it's a very, very steep hill. I didn't budget for that, wearing the wrong shoes today, but that's okay. Thankfully, we have Walt Disney to thank for recreating these rather gruesome fairy tales into these lovely, magical stories for boys and girls around the world to dream of becoming princesses and princes, much like the ones they now find in today's stories and movies. And what better place to experience actually living in a real world fairy tale than being here in Germany? It's a place where both young and old can actually enjoy the Grimm Brothers stories. So much so that there's actually a German fairy tale route. I don't know if you've heard of it before, but it is in Germany. It runs from Bremen down to Hanau, and there are hotels, different experiences, different fairy tale forests, different hikes and routes by car and walking and everything that you can experience that are all about German fairy tales. So this is something that I've always dreamed of doing. I definitely will do it. I will absolutely bring you guys with me, but it's also something that my sister back in Canada has dreamt of doing for a very long time. So I'm gonna wait it out and I'm going to bring her with us. But until then, I'm going to continue exploring the different fairy tale places and destinations that you guys actually mentioned on our community page. I wanted to say a huge thanks because I uploaded a picture of our last excursion, asked you guys what other ones you would recommend, and now I have a huge list which I'll actually share with you guys down in the comment section too if you're into this kind of stuff, and I'm really excited to get out and explore. It's a very cute place. It costs about 14 bucks for myself and my son, but it is a really good excuse to get out and hike without the kids being like too eager to get home.
Mama,
Yes?
ich weiß, warum Rapunzel macht den Haar herunter, weil
Yes.
the door is locked.
Exactly. The doors are locked in the castle and Rapunzel can't get out. So she lets down her hair so that they can climb up and save her, right? We're learning lots about German fairy tales. We are gonna go eat some waffles and call it a day. Yummy. It's nice. Did we have a good day? No? Waffles and Märchenwald. What could be better? No? Vielen, vielen lieben Dank und wie immer, bis später.